with Path to Progress. This is February 5th. February 5th? February 4th. February 4th. Trying to get the week over as much fast as possible. This is February 4th, 2025. And here in my mobile office, getting ready to go into my brick and mortar office for my full-time gig, and wanted to take a few minutes to share some thoughts that I've been having over the last couple of days. A few days ago, I had a project that I was working on. I had a tool that I was using to help me in a project that I was working on, and the tool wasn't performing well. It had several moving parts, and one of the moving parts had started to fail. And so this particular tool, this particular version of this tool, and there are lots of very similar tools that are out there, but this particular tool I owned, and I wanted to keep it. I wanted to make sure that it continued to work. So I did some research, found out how to fix it, went through the process of disassembling the tool, trying to reassemble it. Found the pieces that I needed. They were discontinued, and so I had to find other kinds of pieces. And I channeled my inner Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. If you've read the book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And found the pieces that I need, and got things fixed, and started to make things work. And then I started to put the tool back together, and wouldn't you know it, taking things apart was fairly easy. Putting things back together, much more difficult. That was the first thing that I've been thinking about and that I've reflected on. I've heard that before. Individuals who say, you know what, demolition, that's easy. You can pay somebody a very little amount of money and let them go at it, and tearing stuff down is easy. But building stuff, you need master craftsmen. You need people who can come in, they can take the time, they can make sure that they understand all of the pieces that are involved. That takes skill. I've experienced that in my own life in a lot of different ways. When we were working on our basement, finishing our basement, we had to spend a lot of time learning how to do it right. When I have been called by other people to do some prep work for a house remodel, and all we had to do was rip stuff out, you know what, doesn't matter much, just swing a hammer and don't hit this wall, but swing a hammer at everything else and you're fine. The lesson for me on that, that keeps coming back, and it's a lesson that I'd learned before, and I'm sure all of you have too, is that, and this is one that for me, it's more about making progress with people, making progress on a team, but it also has a value of making progress with myself. And that is that you can damage progress very, very rapidly, but it takes a long time to build it back. You've probably seen this and experienced it yourself. Maybe said a careless word, or had a moment where you get mad at somebody, and the relationship that you may have worked for months or years takes some serious damage, and then it takes time to repair. I would suggest that the same is true with us and our relationship with ourselves. While I was trying to repair that tool, I said really mean things to myself. I probably used some words that I'm not terribly proud of too, but I was very mean to myself. I said some very mean things. I called myself stupid. I called myself worthless. I called myself all kinds of names. Here's the thing. I had never tried to do that before. The fact that I was trying to do it at all was kind of amazing. And the fact that I got it done and that I found a way to make sure that everything worked was really, laudable. But I was pretty mean to myself. And if I'm honest, it's taken me days to get back to a place where I almost feel good about myself, where I almost feel like I am worth, where my contributions have worth, and where I can do something that is worth doing. I'm trying trying to learn how to do that better. Trying to remember to keep myself calm. Trying to remember to put things in, keep things in perspective, and always respond with kindness. To others, I'm pretty good, but to myself too. So I share that with you in the hopes that maybe, you can use that today as well. If you can, please share this video. Share it with other people. Share the ideas with other people. Let's get more people moving with us on this path to progress with each other and with ourselves. In the meantime, hopefully we'll see you next time. In the meantime, my name is Todd Wente. This has been The Path to Progress. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.